Hi guys, it's Sam here from Bargain.hunting.blonde, and today I am bringing to you a Unicorn SLG haul from Switzerland. So I spend a lot of my time in Switzerland for work, and I have noticed that it is a lot easier to find a lot of these pieces in Europe. They just seem to have more canvas goods. They just seem to have more pieces in general. When I was in there, I saw a lady comparing literally 5 Neverfull PMs in the monogram. So they have a lot more canvas pieces. So if you are going to Europe and you've been looking for a very specific canvas piece, you might be able to find it. The one thing I was told is that some of the pieces that are really popular, like the Palm Springs Mini, are still really hard to find in Europe. So if you were hoping you could find it in Europe, it's going to be hit or miss. They actually do still have wait lists in Europe. So there also is, when they are getting in pieces, they're going to people who are on those wait lists. So let's get right into this haul. Some of them I did have to somewhat unbox because of me having to bring them through their customs and all of that, and show them my pieces and get my custom stamp signed because I did get the VAT back. So I'll also try to remember the prices. I should have brought my receipt with me. And I will let you guys know kind of like the VAT process and how that worked, especially coming out of Switzerland. I've done it out of many a European country, but Switzerland is a little different because it is not part of the European Union, and everything is in Swiss franc, which is about 1-to-1 with the dollar, unlike the euro, which last time I checked was like €1 to $1.14. So let's get started. First is this little piece. Actually, I think I should save this piece for last because this piece is really cool and currently only available in Europe, but is allegedly coming to the States. Let's start with something else. So as you guys can see, this one got to stay intact. They only wanted to look at certain pieces. The guy was really nice. It was very easy to get my custom stamp. VAT in Switzerland is about 7.7% back. You do get a little less than that because there is a fee for Global Blue to process it. It was very, very easy. Open this while I talk to you guys. It's very easy. They do actually put it right back on your credit card right there, which I had not had happen, especially not in Italy, where the process is very, very slow. So that was great. And it was very easy, very efficient, and everyone there knew where I was supposed to go, so I wasn't like wandering aimlessly. So open this little guy. So this was a piece I was looking for a long time. It is very hard to find in the US. I know it does sometimes restock online when you are on the online website. That's what online means. I don't know how to describe that. I have not been able to find it in stores, and I've asked numerous times. So it is the LV coin purse. You guys can see it has the very light vachetta currently because it has not yet been used. It is a very cute piece. I'm not sure why it's so hard to find. So on some of the products, depending on who I was buying it from, so this is the SA I normally work with, she was willing to let me keep the little tags. So this is the tag for the piece with the style number on there. It cost 205 Swiss francs, which becomes about 206 US dollars. So this piece in the US costs $260. So right away, you're saving almost $60, a little less than 60. And then since I did buy this with another piece, I did get the VAT back. So in Switzerland, you need to spend over 300 Swiss francs in order to get your VAT back. And if you do not, then you're not getting VAT back. But even if you didn't, you're already saving almost $60 on this little baby. So I was very excited to find this. It also came with this little textile card. Put this away somewhat. Okay. Next is a slightly bigger piece that I was very excited to find. So I was actually hunting for this in the 26 size, so you guys probably know what it is. This is the 19 size. I was very excited they had this though. This I bought with someone who is not my normal SA. And my normal SA, I was in on a Tuesday, and she does not work Tuesdays. So one continuous piece of canvas, which is why you do have the LVs that are technically upside down on the back, which people always think means Louis Vuitton goods are not authentic, but it is one piece of canvas, much like the Speedy. This piece, as you guys can see, made in France, or excuse me, made in Spain. Most of the pieces there are made in a European country. A lot of them are made in France. That little coin purse was made in France. This is made in Spain. This is the Toiletry 19. I'm extremely excited to get this piece. I did not get the style number with this one, but I did get the textile card. Very excited to try this. I have not had one of these, and I've been looking for something that can go in my bigger bags, especially when I travel, carry a Neverfull, one of the 3 that I have all the time. Is this good? This guy was, I do have my receipt. I was very sad. They have officially switched to the shitty, excuse my language, but the shitty paper receipts, which is really sad because, or like, they're not even paper, whatever this is. I was talking to the lady and I was like, you know, even if you do buy this good and say, you know, a couple years from now you want to sell it, but you want to sell it with the receipt, these receipts actually do lose their ink coloring, and so you probably won't even be able to read the receipt, which is sad. So this little piece was $3.20. I'm not sure exactly how much it is in the States. I know the 26 is $4.45, so I believe this is $400 or a little over $400. So again, right there, you're saving about $80. It is over $300, so you are going to get VAT back, which is great. So that was really nice. I was super excited to find this because, again, it's a really hard unicorn piece in the United States, which is kind of how all these smaller, more entry-level SLGs are becoming, which is just sad because I know for a lot of people that's how they get into figuring out if they like a fashion house is they buy an SLG, and now you can't even find the SLGs you wanted to purchase. Next is, again, wrapped. I don't know why some of them they wanted to see and some pieces they didn't. I don't know if they didn't believe me. I don't know what's going on there. But let's get this little guy out. This guy is a true unicorn. And I never thought I would really want this until I figured out that, one, as you guys can see, this is the Mini Pochette. This guy is made in France. So again, you've got I don't know if this is going to focus. You have a variety of different pieces, mainly made in France, a couple made in Spain. Very excited. They actually had this also in the demi-resort, but I was afraid of the demi-resort inside a lot of my bags because I did not want it to get color transfer. So I have a super old iPhone because apparently I am never going to update my phone. I'm just going to buy more handbags. That seems like that's what my life is, which is funny because I live and work in Silicon Valley. And one of my clients makes fun of this phone all the time because it's so old. Besides the point, but it happens. So actually, my old ghetto phone, I gotta get it in the right way, but it does, once I get it in here, fit in this guy. And that is when I had an epiphany that I can make this into a belt bag very easily. I do not want to own an actual belt bag because I do not really like them, but I'm going to Stagecoach, which means this can hold all my IDs and my cell phone, and it's super small and it's not heavy because it is like 100 billion degrees in Indio, which is where Stagecoach is. It's not actually in Palm Springs. It's on a polo field and there's like no shade. It's the same place that they have Coachella. I'm just not a Coachella music person, much more Stagecoach person. So when I figured this out, I was like, aha, I have to try this. If I don't like it, I know it's a really sought after piece and it has good resale value, so not a big deal. Super excited to find that. So if you do have one of these older phones, it's much easier to get out than it is in. If you do have one of these older phones, it does fit. So does my 8 because the 8 and the 6S are the same size. I assume a 7 would. Anything that's a plus size or the bigger size phone is not going to fit in here. Which is a little bit of a bummer because this is a really cute little piece. I'm very excited to try that. Again, I bought this from my actual SA, so I did get to keep the tag with the number on it. It does not have the price on it, but if I remember correctly, this guy was $225 Swiss francs, which again is about 227 US dollars. And since I did buy it with another piece, I did get my VAT back. So very nice. So let's put this guy back in here. And lastly, the one I was going to open at first but decided not to, is a very cool piece that my SA and I looked up on the US website and is not yet on there. And we couldn't find on the US stock list. So, but I have heard that it is coming. So either they have probably gotten it by now since I did buy this in January, or they should be getting it soon. It is in this little box. As you guys can tell by the size of the box, it is an SLG. And it is a zippy coin purse. And so you're sitting here thinking, Sam, these have existed forever. Like, what are you talking about? And that is true, they have. But this guy has the rose ballerine interior. This is a newer piece. I know it has not yet made it here. at least not when I went in and asked about it here, and when my SA and I looked it up in Zurich, we could not find it. So this piece is also made in France. I was very excited. It was the only one they had in the store. I love that it is the rose ballerina interior with the damier bean, because I know that that is something they've been coming out with more, and it was something that you used to only be able to find the red interior with this print. I'm really excited to use this. I've been really into little wallets. If you guys have seen, I do have the Victorine, but the Victorine does not fully zip, and when I am traveling, I like a wallet that fully zips. I also have to carry a lot of coins with me, hence the little coin purse, because in Switzerland, anything under $10 is a coin, much like a lot of Europe, which I am just not used to. The one interesting thing to me was that it still has this zipper, which to me reminds me a lot of their older pieces. Like that zipper is on my Louis Vuitton Zippy Compact, which is the one that is vertical, and not a lot of my newer Louis Vuitton pieces. But I was okay with that. I'm very excited. I did see one picture of this on Instagram, so hopefully this makes its way to the US soon, because it's so cute. I mean, I cannot get over this interior. I'm obsessed with it.